Good evening, good evening, good evening, morning or afternoon. My name is NonyasisChat. I am here with a Country Wayne review, and this particular review has to do with the Snake Pit, aka the podcast. We have Shayla and Lauren going at it. So, uh, to put it in a nutshell, Shayla just left her mom, Angelina. And Angelina is telling her, this is no longer the girl code. This is the woman code. Now, keep in mind, Angelina's husband's on his fourth affair. Yeah, fourth with Pam. So Shayla's emboldened. She's feeling a way about Tamara leaving the podcast. So she walks in, chest out, head high, feeling herself because her mom has just put, a recharged battery in her back. Now we know that Lauren, who is one of the podcast members, just cooked breakfast for Country Wayne at her request to do it for him. We know Lauren wants to get in Wayne's pocket because Lauren's a scammer. She's not just a gold digger. Lauren is a true scammer. And she's got a stalker. And his name is Dan. And Dan is cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, right? He's probably lurking in Wayne's bushes right now. If he gets a hold of Wayne, Wayne's going to be in trouble. If he finds out that Lauren, who he paid lock, stock, and barrel for, and she let him because she thinks it's a game. If he ever gets his hands on Wayne, Wayne is in a world of trouble. So anyway, Shayla is burning her bridges with the members in the podcast one by one. So she approaches Lauren, and she's got attitude for days. She got attitude going on. She's all strutting in, and this is the one that lays on her back, and she's supposed to be Amon's girlfriend, but he's got another girlfriend, and on and on and on. So, and I did have to write notes on this one, so I will refer to them occasionally. So after listening to her mom with her foolishness, talk about this is the woman code now, not the girl code. She already wants Tamara out of Shayla's house. Tamara might look at Iman. Nobody wants Iman but her and Delicia. We know that, right? So she decides she's going to check Lauren. So she approaches Lauren and tells her in a very nasty attitude, where do you get off making breakfast for Wayne? Basically, you hurt my friend Tamara. Now, Wayne and Tamara are taking care of this on their own. Nobody asked for Shayla's 50% or 60% or whatever she thinks she's offering. Because somewhere along the way, Shayla became the reasonable voice of Skitland. Yeah. She's telling the women they need to chase the bag, and you are nothing without a man's money, and you got to be about the bag. She could care less about Tamara's feelings. She cares about Tamara not begging Wayne for taking her back. So now she's after Lauren because how dare Lauren go and cook breakfast? She's not messing around with Wayne yet, but it's going to happen probably. They're going to cross the line, no doubt, knowing Wayne. But we're not there yet. So anyway, so Lauren decides, yeah, I want that $30,000 a month that Wayne was paying Tamara. Now keep in mind, Tamara she's not green, but she's young. She's young. She fell in love. But did she fall in love with the money, the lifestyle, the power, or did she fall in love with Wayne? Because Tamara has changed. and she's the roommate of Shayla's. So she's getting snake oil on her, and we hate to see this for Tamara. I do, just as a reviewer and watcher of the skits. So Shayla comes in and she basically threatens Lauren. And she tells Lauren, well, how would you feel if I told Dan that you cooked breakfast for Wayne? Number one, Shayla, it's none of your business. Shayla walks around throwing rocks at people and then protecting, oh, I'm such a good girl. Shayla has a baby by her ex-best friend's husband. She crawled in that man's bed, convinced him that something happened, and they started an affair. Okay, that's affair number one. Well, Anthony, in the meantime, he can't get any play from his wife, Amber. She's pretty much moved on. And Denisha is affair number two for Anthony, who's Amber's husband, who is Shayla's baby daddy. That part, right? So she's got that under her belt. And then Shayla has a body count. She's got Arby. She's probably got Reggie, but the ones we know of. She's got Mike. She's got Anthony 2, 3, 4 times. So Shayla is nothing innocent. She just has groomed herself to become bigger and better. Oh, let's not forget Mon, the current one. So Shayla has always said, I'm not working. I will use my yes ma'am, which means whatever you want, this is Burger King, have it your way. This is Shayla. So she's got all these things working for her or against her, however you want to look at it. Everyone knows that Shayla well, not everyone. The podcast people don't know, but Amber knows. Shayla crawled in bed with Anthony. Shayla started the affair, but she has everyone thinking, including Tamara, that Anthony pursued her. Even Angelina doesn't know. This is Shayla's secret. So, supposedly at the podcast, Wayne is going to force all the women to tell the truth. There's no NDA. I know Amber asked for a contract, so we don't know if she got it or not, but we shall see. So with all of this, I might have missed something with Shayla. There's so much. And then on top of that, Angelina's enemy is watching baby Kai at, you got it, the babysitting school. And Shayla is clueless. She's just all that and some more. So she approaches Lauren with all her baggage, and she threatens Lauren. Lauren is as cool as a cucumber, crazy as a Betsy bug, because there's something wrong with Lauren. We don't know if Lauren was hurt or if Lauren is, I don't know, mental problems, but her problem is greed. And that's why she deals with Crazy Dan, because all he needs to do is bring her some gifts, and Dan is a big-time scammer. So, and he does not want Lauren around Wayne. Okay. Dan has already barged into Delicia's house for the most part. He's tracked Lauren, all of these things, because he says when he gave Lauren the $40,000, Lauren was paid for. She has been signed, sealed, and delivered. Shayla knows that Dan is a stalker. So given all the baggage that's going to be exposed or should be exposed at the podcast, Shayla's talking that yak like she's some big bad bully, right? The only thing she can do is to tell Dan where Lauren is. So she comes to Lauren and she says, well, how would you like it if I told Dan you cooked breakfast for Wayne? How would that work out for you? Now, Shayla is actually alienating herself from the people at the podcast because everybody has a secret about Shayla. Everybody's got something on Shayla. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And somehow it is going to also come out that Delicia, her supposedly best friend, who is now Lauren's best friend, she's sleeping with Amon. Shayla doesn't know it. But here she comes with this weak argument. Now, if Lauren wanted to do something, she could get rid of Dan. And she says, well, how would you like it if I told Dan you cooked breakfast for Wayne? Shayla, we don't care. Lauren doesn't care. Lauren is looking at her like, and? Because that's Lauren's attitude. Lauren thinks she can do whatever she wants to do. But just the fact that Shayla's got so many secrets, so many bodies, so many notches under her belt, and the arrogance of both women, actually. But for Shayla to steadily keep making enemies on that podcast, if Shayla doesn't get dressed down at this podcast, we know something's wrong. Do you guys think Shayla's going to get at least part of what Shayla's coming up should be, her comeuppance? Because Shayla needs to be stopped. Right now, she's not the CEO. She's not the head woman in charge. She's the biggest snake. You'll have to cut off both her head and her tail and then peel the battery pack off of Shayla's back. Now, I may not like Lauren for what she does and was she wrong for trying to step in, slide in, slither in to Wayne's life when Tamara's hurting and Wayne basically broke up with her because Wayne is Wayne. He did what he had to do and then he canceled the transaction because that's what Tamara was. And Tamara's young, she's hurting, she doesn't understand. Lauren could care less. Lauren's going after Wayne's pockets. And now we have Fiona. Yeah, Fiona. That's her name. Her AKA, that snake with the big head and the big tail that need to both be cut off. So what's going to happen? Is Lauren going to cave into the one thing that Shayla has on her and change her mischievous, greedy ways? I don't think so. But what do you guys think? You think Dan's going to pop up out of the bushes, grab Lauren and try to kidnap her, grab Wayne and try to take him off somewhere, kind of like Anthony did to Wayne, kidnapped him? Something's going to break. This dam's going to break. Oh, one more thing. Denisha, who's the girlfriend of Anthony, the affair number 2 girlfriend with the little boy that's 13 years old, who shares the name with Shayla's baby, Kai. Do you think that she is going to tell that Denisha is now Anthony's girlfriend, is about to become the receptionist at the podcast? Denisha may very well end up on the podcast. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think she might end up on the podcast? Wayne is all about money. He doesn't care about those women one bit. He loves the chaos. He loves the mess. Shayla's ready to fight. Tamara's ready to fight. This podcast is about to be a big, a big snake pit. And Shayla thinks she's the CEO of the snake pit. Let me know what you think down below, because this is not going to get better. It's not going to get better. Shayla, take a seat. Honey, they have so much dirt on you, and you're so busy walking around like you Queen Sheba. You know? So anyway, my name is NonyasisChat. I am just so curious as to what's going to happen with Shayla and her little empty threat, because Lauren doesn't care. She told Shayla, bring it on. Shayla's ready to fight for Tamara. Tamara knows about Denisha. Tamara lives with Shayla. Tamara has not told Shayla that Anthony has a new woman, because Anthony's been sniffing around Shayla. But now he got a new woman, and Amber's sitting there divorcing Anthony. But I can't wait until Shayla finds out she's been replaced already by Denisha. So buckle up, buttercups. Let's see how much karma she gets. Or is she just going to get slicked up some more with some more snake oil so nobody can touch Shayla? Shayla is the snake running rampant through this little city. And she's got more bodies, more dirt than anybody else in Skitland. Is Shayla going to get some karma finally? Is something going to happen where she's exposed for anything she does? Because the girl's head is about big as the moon right now. And she's threatening Lauren. Let's see what Lauren has in store for her. Who do you think's going to win? Lauren or Shayla? Lauren might very well break Shayla's heart before the podcast even starts by telling her Delicia is also Iman's girlfriend. Lauren may very well throw Delicia, her best friend, under the bus. This is NonyasisChat. Please like, share, and subscribe. And let's see what happens in the snake pit in the next review. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. This is Nonya. Have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, and I will see you at the next review. Take care.